My name is Katherine Arandez. I am 15 years old and a writer. I've just finished my first novel, Weaver. It's 375 pages long and is about a girl named Kate Merin. And here's the gist of what happens in it. Kate and her two brothers, Albert and Michael, find a portal in the woods while walking home from school one day, and are transported back to the late Cretaceous period, where they find the Earth populated by Kervanians, a race originally from a moon on the other side of the universe from Earth. Kate and her brothers go through a few trials and see a few truly amazing things before they finally manage to make it back home, where Kate learns that there were greater things at work than a broken old portal in sending them back to that time. She and her family are now caught up in the midst of a war between two very powerful forces, a war that has been waged over countless universes and millennia. I've been writing it since I was 13 and putting together the story and the universe in which it's set for much longer. I think I must have been 10 or 11 when the idea first came into my head, wouldn't it be cool if I took all these stories that I've made up and wrote a book about them? So I've been working on it for a bit more than 2 years now, trying to perfect it as much as I could, because I think of my books as my life's work. This is my job. It's what I'm supposed to be doing, and I really enjoy doing it. And along the way, I came up with more and more stories as I became more immersed in the world that I'd created. And by the time that I'd finished Weaver, I already had over 24 other stories that I planned to write down and publish later on. As a collective, I plan to call them the Kervanian Chronicles, with Weaver as the first installment. I'm not going to write all of the books in chronological order. They're all going to be set in the same universe with the same pre-established history and references to, and in some cases, the appearance of characters from other books. Since the story in a larger view is of a war between beings that exist on a higher plane than our own, the books in the Kervanian Chronicles will be set at various points in history and can all be read independently, but as a collective will tell a much larger story. My biggest goal is to have all of these published so others can enjoy them. But that's all in the future. For now, my dream is just to get Weaver published, and for other people to read it and love it as much as I do. I'm planning to set up a community of people who are interested in the Kervanian universe and the unfolding story behind the story. Throughout the project, I'm going to be making videos, blogging, and making notes about the experience. Everyone who comes along on this adventure with me will get an ebook version of Weaver, and I plan to collaborate with all the participants to come up with more rewards as we go along. I hope that for many of you, the biggest reward will be sharing this amazing journey with me. So come on and join me! Yay!